So I'm back. Okay. I wanted to look at something. I wanted to see, because I was sitting here thinking, how you would know who this person is when they come in, right? If you haven't already met them, how would you know who this person is? So let's take a look at that. How would Chandra know, Spirit, who this is? This person that's popping out in the reading. How would, okay, Six of Pentacles. Somebody who is going to be very generous when it comes to money, when it comes to their time, their energy, their love. This is someone who you're not going to have to beg. You see how these characters on the card are like begging? You're not going to have to beg for what you need when it comes to this person. This is somebody you're going to know who this is because they're just going to do. You're not going to have to lead them, teach them on anything, because they're going to show up in such a way that, and they're doing it because they want to make sure they come in and create the balance in the relationship. They don't want to come and create any type of confusion in your life or anything like that. This is somebody who wants peace, and not only peace, but they want to make sure that you're happy. And by making you happy, it makes them happy. They feel good because they're making you feel good. So this is somebody who's going to take you out, like I said earlier, show you a good time. They're not going to worry about how much it costs. They're not going to be a cheapskate or stingy. They're going to buy you nice things. They're going to take you nice places. And they're going to actually, this shows me that this connection, because if you look on the card, this character here she has these coins that she's given, right, to one person down here. But then she also has, if you look real good, there's a scale that's balancing. So I just look at this when I see the Six of Pentacles as someone who's going to come in, and just like we saw earlier, they will not be letting you hold all the weight in this connection. They're going to come in and make sure that it's a balanced situation, okay, where y'all both are. What card came out? It was the Three of Pentacles. Remember in the beginning? So again, this is Six of Pentacles, but the Three of Pentacles showed me that they want to work together. Remember, it was those three characters, and they were creating that quilt or that artwork. They were working together, and I said they're going to come in and want to work with you, but work with you in a healthy way, so that y'all will have a beautiful outcome where everybody feels safe, secure. You understand? Nobody feels like they're doing more than the other. So this is somebody who is not toxic at all. Now, I wanted to also mention to you, because when we pulled, because I was thinking about that card that came out. Where's it at? It was over here. It was the Devil here. It was right here. Remember, this came out, the Devil. I just wanted to tell you that, yes, it's going to be intense sexuality tones coming in with this person, but be careful that this person doesn't become toxic, or that the relationship, the dynamic of what you guys have doesn't become toxic, because the Devil does represent, it can represent toxicity. So it could be, for example, I'm going to give you an example, and I know you might have been in this situation before, because I have, and I'm always going to keep it real. This could be that this person, yes, y'all have the bomb sex, right? But there's toxicity mixed in there. So this person could be a narcissist, for example. They could be a manipulator. But maybe the sex is so good that you just continue to deal with them, because that passion is just, it pulls you in. So just be careful. The Spirit laid it on me, laid it on my heart to just bring that up. That yes, enjoy the fun, but be careful that you don't become toxic, or they don't, and the whole relationship doesn't, because of course it's not going to work, right? Okay. So I just wanted to see about that, and then I wanted to pull. I know you wanted to get into career, but before we do that, I just wanted to take a look at your current energy. What is Chandra's current energy right now? How you're feeling, just to do an energy check-in and see how you are. How are you feeling mentally, spiritually, whatever comes out. How is Chandra feeling right now, Spirit? Just in general. Has nothing to do with love or anything. Okay, we have the Page of Swords. You could have air in your chart somewhere too. You could have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If you don't know your birth chart, like all your elements, look it up. You could Google it. You could Google my calculator, and just put in the Google search, put in moon sign calculator, right? All you got to know is the time that you were born and the place you were born. That's it, and it'll show you. So you could have air. And this is the Page of Swords. Tell me more, Spirit, about the Page of Swords. Okay. So now we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. So I just feel like there's something happening here with you where things are moving very quickly. There's something that's going to come in quickly. And maybe you're expecting it and you're keeping an eye on it. There's something. So you would know what this is. I don't know exactly what this is about, but I see you watching something online, seeing about something, keeping the check on it, keeping your eye on something online. And whatever it is, you're expecting to get either emails about it or some text messages about this. It could be about a job. You could be right now focused on like maybe a new job. You could be putting your resume out, and maybe that's what you're keeping your eye open to hear back from, a job or some job positions that you applied for, and you're expecting messages. If you are expecting messages, you're going to be getting them real soon, because the Eight of Wands is all about fast moving messages. Okay, could be texts, could be calls, or it could be like emails or some type of form of communication that's going to be coming at you real quickly. If you put your resume out and this is what you're keeping your eye on, you're going to get multiple offers. You're going to get more than one call back from these companies that you applied for. If it's not about a job, then I don't know exactly, but you would know. You would know. But that was just the first thing. I went with my intuition on that because that was the first thing that popped in my head. Something that you're keeping an eye on that you're expecting to hear back from. You're looking for like a reply or replies back. Something that you're watching, you're keeping an eye on. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's look at your career. Let's look at your career. We're going to use a different deck now just to switch it up. Keep it exciting. Yes. Keep it exciting. All right. I already shuffled, so I'm just going to separate the deck. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see for Chandra and her career. What's going on with her finances and her career? What can you tell me, Spirit, about Chandra's finances? Two of Swords reversed. Okay, I'll show you in the upright. So this is what it looks like upright. It came this way. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit, about the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, when it comes upright, that's good luck, girl. You got some good luck coming, or either you're experiencing good luck right now. So again, this could be having to do with, and it's funny that I just mentioned about the job situation, and then we get this Wheel of Fortune, which literally represents good luck, your luck turning in your favor, and new beginnings, right? So that all kind of plays a part in job hunting, right? So it could be definitely that I see Virgo. You see there's signs. There's a sign here, there's a Virgo, then up here there's another sign in the corner and another sign. So you could be one of these signs. You could be a Virgo, a Leo, a Taurus, or Aries. Okay, one of those could be your sign, or you have it somewhere in your chart. But yeah, your money, if it was funny, is about to change, girl. This is what I'm trying to tell you. And you should get excited about this, because you could be looking to get more money. You know, you could be leaving your old job, or you could have been out of work for a while, and maybe now that you're putting your resume out, you're going to be winding up getting a position where you're getting more than what you were paid before. And so if it's not that, I just see that if you're not looking for a new job, which I'm heavily feeling that you are, but if you're not, then it just means that the way that you get money now, your current income, is going to increase. Yeah. And I feel like you were up in your head about it. You could have been trying to decide what position or what job you wanted to take, or what company you wanted to work for. And I feel like you're now coming out of your head. Maybe you made a decision. Maybe you've currently made a decision more recently on, all right, between this job and this one pays more. I'm going to go with that one. Like, I feel like that's where you are with your career. You could have had choices when it comes to the current company that you work for. If you work for one, maybe they offered you 2 different positions, or you have an opportunity to work in a different department or something to that effect. But Either way, the decision that you're choosing is the right one, and it's going to cause you good luck and success.